want to talk about being used and relationships and my life experiences on this topic. Well, two topics: relationships and being used by a man or a woman. Okay, I've been used a few times because I'm very passive about about relationships that I get into. So I guess when you give yourself up early, like you offer yourself too early to someone, they tend to take advantage of you. You know what I mean? And you don't want to give a person too much information offhand because they're going to use anything that you've been through with someone else against you, and they're going to treat you worse. And my experiences with guys in jail and guys on the street, because I did all those things and it was the wrong thing to do. You know what I mean? And they will tear you down, tell you you're ugly, I'm the only one that love you. You know what I'm saying? Just making you feel like you can't move on without them. And they'll run so much game on you just to get something out of you. Money, sex, anything they can get their hands on. And once they got whatever they want from you, they're going to cut you off. And when I made my first video about dating guys in prison, and I forgot to tell the second story of dating this one guy from, his name was, I ain't want to say, tell his name on here, but also met him on inmate dating site, and he was saying, "Oh, I love you already. We in a relationship," and he was sending me letters about what gang he was down with, and telling me how to send drugs, and then also he was like asking me to buy him so much stuff like packages. I was sending him packages of commissary that he needed, and I think he was ordering commissary for him and his friends in prison. And he was asking me to buy him Prada sneakers. I didn't even know they wear that shit in prison. So I just saw the signs, and then he was just saying, "Oh, that I'm losing the bag." I said, "No, you're losing the bag because you're using me to get whatever you need in there, because you don't love me. You're not looking for love. You're just looking for help." And I left his ass alone quick because I lost a lot of money just pleasing somebody in jail and having control of my life. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't love me because, he didn't have no respect for me. Every time he called me, he would, be very disrespectful. And he let it be known. And I was so desperate for love. That's what I was doing to, like, accept anything a nigga say or do to me. And that wasn't okay. So I left the prison life alone. So I started dating guys on like dating sites. Like you got Plenty of Fish, you got Tag, you got all these different dating sites. You gotta be very careful. Some of these guys are mentally crazy, ill in the head, and these are serial killers, or they just after, they just trying to pimp you out, or they got an ulterior motive. They not looking to fall in love. They looking to use. So they like the worst kind of guys to date, especially the guys in prison. Because people intentions, you can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean is about, I had to love myself because I lost interest in myself for letting a man tell me what I'm worth and telling me negative feedback when he's mad at me about something. And it really hurts, you know what I'm saying, to think that. And it's like, it took me a long time to grow out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking for a relationship, looking for it, is the worst thing to do. What I had to learn was, let the man come to me. Let the man come to you. He's going to be a good, great man that you never, ever had before. And he going to show you all that stuff you've been through. You don't have to go through that shit no more. You have a good man now. And that's what I'm with. I still ain't find him yet. But right now, I'm focused on my life and my son and us aiming to the top. And also want to get into being used. The signs of being used by a man or a woman, they're telling you their financial problems early on. Um, they're complaining about, bills and things of that nature, about, anything that has something to do with needing help. And they basically letting you know, look, I need your help. And they're going to start off small. They're going to start small. Oh, you have $5? You're going to $5. Oh, you have $20? And it's going to go up and up. You know what I'm saying? And then you meet someone for the first day and they say, oh, can I move in with you? And they be on the streets from coming home from prison. They can be coming from the next chick house or the next nigga house. You know what I'm saying? They come in, want to move in with you. And they don't really love you. They don't even know nothing about you. And you just moving them in. And then you move in, they destroy your place. They eat all your food. They want to borrow your car. They let everybody hang in your crib. Instead of getting themselves together. If you're going to use somebody, at least get yourself together first. You know what I mean? And that's what I was dealing with. And a lot of women, we are being used by these men because they can't do nothing on their own. And it's like a small percentage of men that's independent, that have their own on their own. But they need a woman to get on their feet, most of them. And it's a shame. And playing women out, saying I love you, you're my everything. And the whole time, you're building a structure with them so they can move on and build it with someone else. You're basically putting them on their feet so they can go off to the next. And that's what a lot of these men is doing. You know what I mean? And we fall victim of jumping into a relationship with somebody we barely don't even know. And we don't know their intentions. We don't know what they thinking or what they're saying behind your back. Yeah, I'm just using this bitch for a place to stay. That's why if they not giving you the love that you need, if they not giving you, first of all, these are signs that a motherfucker is using you for a place to stay. They barely giving you sex. They barely show they're interested in you. They always arguing and fighting with you about some dumb shit, and they barely not around. They not concerned about your well-being. They don't give a fuck about your place. You know what I'm saying? And they treat you so bad. To me, there's a signs of the nigga ain't fucking with you like that. He just using you for a place to stay. Or she just using you for a place to stay. That's how you know you need to kick up and tell that motherfucker they gotta go. Because you don't need that bullshit. I don't need that bullshit. If you feel like you being used and you have a gut feeling, you need to approach that motherfucker and tell him how you feel. Period. Because nobody don't need to go through that bullshit like that. Not even me. I had to learn all that. You're worth everything. Because when they lose you and they think they go find that perfect person, they're going to wish they never lost you. Because they miss you after a while. Just like a nigga or a female meet you and they tell you, oh, I want to be with you in a relationship. You all be together for like 2-3 days. After they had sex with you, the whole attitude changed. I've been through that before. And guess what? When I moved on and wasn't even thinking about that person, and he was telling her, oh, I had sex with her, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to make it up with me and wanted to be with me afterwards. And I said, H to the no. You ain't want me when you had me. You didn't want me when you had the chance. When you had the chance, when I gave it to you, you didn't want me. Now that I move on and I'm dating other people and not even worried about you, now that you want to talk. No. Because let me tell you something. A person that really, really rock with you, that really want to be with you, they're going to do everything it takes to make you happy. First of all, you got to make yourself happy. And they give you a little sprinkle on top of that happiness that you already given yourself. And they're going to show you better than they tell you. And it's so peaceful when they're around. You're accomplishing goals together. You're upgrading together. Not when you're down here and that person's up here. It should be the same level. If it's not level, it's time to cut. You gotta cut it off. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you're being used, you get out of that situation quick. Don't even ask for no advice. Don't even look up on YouTube or how to find out if this person using you, whatever the case may be. You should know. Our intentions, our gut feeling always be right. If you think that motherfucker is cheating on you, it's the truth. If you think that person is using you, truth. If you think this person don't love you and you feel it in here, you know what it is. Like, I mean, and don't become bitter when someone use you and put you through all this bullcrap. Be in a relationship with them and they turn around and just do you dirty and you sitting here laying around stressing and, you know, being by yourself for the rest of your life because you're scared to move on with someone else. Part of life is to get hurt and used so you can grow, to learn, to not make that mistake again. You see the signs, it's time to wisen up. Wise up. Don't let nobody put it like this. Don't give nobody that power. You have the power. You run that shit. They don't run shit. You run your own shit. You run your storefront. You the manager. You run everything about that business. They just come in, they a customer. They just coming to visit and buy what they need to buy and then go about their way out the fucking door. So don't give nobody the power over you. And you feel like you have low self-esteem, you can't get nobody. Yes, you can. Love yourself first. Look good for yourself, not for everybody else. You walk out that damn door, keep your head up high. Go out and mingle. Add friends on your Facebook or something, or your social medias or whatever. Go out, talk to people, make yourself feel good about yourself. Because I'm telling y'all about the stuff that I had to do. Because I'm a loner. I have a lot of people that know me. I chose to be a loner because I think better and I do better. No, less drama, to be around a whole bunch of people. That's me. I'll fall back quick. And when it comes to men, now I hear so much game, and they run so much game just to get some pussy instead of just being real to a real female and telling you, look, I'm just want sex, whatever the case may be. She wants sex too. That's all she want. A female is gonna go by a nigga's what he tell her. If he tells her, look, I'm looking for a relationship, you know, if you're gonna be my girl, blah blah blah, this and the third. But once he get the fucking pussy, it's a whole different story. He act like he don't know you after that because he got what he want. It doesn't matter if you gave him the pussy the same night, 3 months from now, a year from now. It doesn't even matter. He know how you carry yourself. He know what kind of respect you have for yourself. He know you ain't out here fucking a whole bunch of people. It's because he's a dog-ass nigga. Because he don't have respect for you because he don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. So don't feel ashamed if you fucked a nigga for the first night. Sometimes you gotta test a car before you buy it anyway. We all victim of having one night stands and fucking a person that we really care about, that we really want to be with, but they don't show us that they want us. So only thing to do is move on from that. If you feel used any kind of way, just wisen up and boss up on the asses. That's all you do. That's all you do. Because anyone can see that if you hurt and they prey on people that's weak when it comes to those areas, so they keep coming and hurt you because you allow it to happen. You feel used when a person just keep, showing you signs from the last motherfucker, and the very last motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't tolerate no more of that shit. Don't show no feelings, no emotions. Don't give yourself too quick to nobody. And you get to know somebody, if they ask you a question, when was your last relationship? Oh, it was 2 months ago. I was in a relationship for 2 years. What happened? Oh, it didn't work out. That's all you tell them. Don't go into details and say, oh, he cheated on me, he beat my ass and all that other shit. Because they're going to use that information against you. They're going to use you to get what they want out of you, which is sex. They're going to tell you anything you want to hear, just like the last motherfucker that hurt you. They're going to hurt you all over again. So don't give too much information. I'm telling you because I've been through this shit already. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's like, when they ask you a whole bunch of questions like that, give them a short answer. When was your last relationship? Oh, 2 years ago. How did that work? It didn't work out. I moved on. What are you looking for right now? Because some people throw that question out there because they not looking for that nothing. They just want sex. So if you're looking for a relationship and you decide to stay with a person that don't want to, not stay, but still deal with someone that don't want a relationship, you're going to get played out. So don't talk to that person no more. If you don't want to fuck everybody and have sex with different guys and they ask you this question, do you want to be in a relationship or blah, 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 and you tell them yeah, and they don't, just cut them off. Go with the guys or the females that really want to be in a relationship. If you just want sex and you just want a friend, make that clear from the jump. A lot of these guys lie about that. About, oh yeah, you my babe, you my peoples, you my boo-boo, and all these lies, cause all they want is sex and not keeping it real. Nowadays, females, are very aggressive. And a lot of men don't like that. They are like, you're coming at a man like a man. And a man don't like that. A real man don't like that. You know what I mean? So be more aware of the signs of, the users, the ones that go ghost on you, and the ones that act like they want to be in a relationship with you. And they don't, they just want sex. They want to play these games and stuff like that. But you play the game with them, don't call their asses. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Because first and foremost, at the end of the day, you can make yourself happy all the way around. Nobody can make you happy but yourself. They only can sprinkle a little more, like a battery. They can charge it up for you. They could charge your battery up. That's the only thing they can do. Their energy and, their appearance makes you boost your energy up. Everything. It's like connected like a magnet. You know what I mean? And I like to see, like in my situation, I get the same type of guys. You are what you attract. So you attract the using people because they see you as weak. They see you as somebody that, ooh, I can take advantage of her. You know what I'm saying? because she's giving herself too much. She's showing me too much in the early stage. And that's when they prey on you quick. They tell you everything you want to hear. You know what I mean? And they don't really feel nothing like that for you. And that's a shame. And especially when you're in a relationship and you feel like this person don't make you happy. I don't keep saying make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy. It's not the one for you, and it's all this toxic bull crap coming from energy coming from them, and it's like a back and forth, all this drama, all this, madness, all this crazy stuff that's negative. You just need to remove yourself away from that person and just find things to do. If you ain't got nothing to do, just take a walk. Go talk to people. And you don't gotta tell them every single thing that you're going through, because they will use that against you. If you tell them, and watch out for the ones that, ask you a whole bunch of questions. Where you was at? Who you was talking to? Or did you get that Section 8 voucher? Oh, what book you reading? They want to know everything about what you doing in your day, who you talking to, all these questions. But you don't, when you ask them a question, they don't want to answer it. They don't act like you don't hear them. Like, in my situation, I was dealing with a person that does that. They, upset, and they was going through stuff they going through, and they take it out on you. You know what I'm saying? And they give you your ass to kiss, and they tell you, they give you an attitude. You talking to them, it's like they don't hear you. And then when you leave them and you move on, they like, damn, like, I lost her. Like, nobody want to keep going through that shit. But I'm letting y'all know, I'm about to sign off this shit. But watch out for the using ass motherfuckers, using relationships and your past and things that you went through against you to hurt you and use you for everything. And basically, you're beneficial and not official to them. So be aware of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And take your time, searching for love. Don't search. Let it come to you. Everything I'm telling y'all, I had to learn. I'm not letting no one put me down, make me feel like I need them, make me feel like, they my last result. You know what I mean? Love yourself. I'm signing off. Sexy Black Bunny. Follow me on any platform. You spell it out. Sexy Black Bunny. I hold that name because I had confidence in myself. I love y'all. Keep your head up. YouTube, Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Y'all already know the name. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, because I'm trying to get this shit up and running. I'm being raw as fucking possible. I'm not editing shit. I ain't gonna put no makeup on. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm being myself. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I love y'all. Keep y'all head up. Good night.